go Buff. Hey, watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. I'm your boy Bernard Watts, live right here in Boulder, Colorado. Getting ready to watch Coach Prime in a Colorado Buffaloes. Yeah, let's go Buff. What's going on, family? You're watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. Only thing I ask that you do, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, and hit that notification bell. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. I want to talk about the Cleveland Brown quarterback room and one quarterback especially, that's Shedeur Sanders. Herman Edwards, a former NFL player, a former NFL coach, a former college coach, and a ESPN analyst. Herman Edwards was the guest on a radio station, 92.3. They was asking him about the Cleveland Browns quarterback room. And they asked him specific about Shedeur Sanders, his chances on being QB1. Herman Edwards went on and said, I think when the preseason starts, he's going to find a way to beat those guys out. I'm going to read that one more time. I think when the preseason starts, Shedeur Sanders is going to find a way to beat those guys out. That's Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and Dylan Gabriel for QB1, game one for the Cleveland Browns. Herman Edwards. Same thing I've been telling you since I've been talking about this situation. Same thing I'm going to tell you until that day happens. But my thing is, and my point is, he's just not going to beat them out right there. He's going to beat them out before then. He's going to beat them out when they start the scrimmage game against Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. Because Joe Flacco is not going to impress them. Kenny Pickett going to struggle against them. Dylan Gabriel, they going to find out Dylan Gabriel is not him. But when Shedeur Sanders get out there, all his traits is going to show. The head coach is going to see it. The general manager going to see it. His teammates going to see it. The other teams going to see it. The owner going to see it. And his fan base going to see it. And the sports reporters out there going to see it. Shedeur Sanders is QB1. It is what it is, family. Let's pause right now and watch this video from Herman Edwards.
I think at the end, especially when the preseason starts, he's going to find a way to beat those guys out. That's just my opinion. The eye test tells me at the end of the day. Now, I've known him since he was a little kid, but I just think his makeup, what he's all about, felt like he got slighted in the draft, and I will agree with him. He did. Not saying maybe he should have been the first player picked. I'm not saying that, but I think there's a lot that went into that. Why he dropped so much, and I don't think it had anything to do with football. But the other things that go along with football, I think the glare of who he is, who his father is. I think a lot of teams were hesitant, worried that they didn't want that in their locker room. But when you meet the kid and you meet what he's about, he's a pro. He's a pro. He knows how to do things. He goes about it the right way. So I just think when the lights come on and they start playing in the preseason, look out. I think he's going to do good.
Once again, family, that was Herman Edwards letting us know what he think about the Cleveland Brown quarterback room and also Shedeur Sanders potentially being QB1 for the Cleveland Browns. Well, I ran across this article. Stay with me now. Stay with me. I got another video that I'm getting ready to show you. But hear me on this right here. I found another article. It says, it should be added then that Herman Edwards was predicting that Sanders will open the 2025 season as the Cleveland Browns quarterback. It is going to be so much pressure put on this organization. It has been years and years and years and years since the Cleveland Browns had a consistent good quarterback. And you sneak and get this one in the 5th round? Man, look at here. You got a blessing. It's Shedeur Sanders. If he steps into his preseason and he plays well and look like he's been out here at practice, they're going to have to look at Shedeur Sanders a different kind of way. This article also went on and said, Shedeur Sanders is perhaps best known for his media-friendly personality, ability to market himself, a trait he likes picked up from his father and his college coach, Coach Prime Deion Sanders. Then he went on, this article went on to say also that Shedeur Sanders, if he continued to perform the way he's been performing in rookie minicamp, OTAs, mandatory minicamp, the Cleveland Browns will not have no choice but to start Shedeur Sanders week 1, game 1. Let's go and listen to this video that I'm reading you this article about. Play the video.
Touch, timing, accuracy, anticipation. He has all of those things in spades. And you also look at what he does really well. He handles situational football, third down offense, backed up offense, red zone offense, end of game situations, need to have it situations. All of those things we've seen him do consistently from the time he stepped foot on campus to where we are now. 18 touchdowns, 3 interceptions on third downs are inside the red zone. To me, that's lockstep with someone that you want to play winning football. All the knocks on Shedeur Sanders, not overly athletic, doesn't have the strongest arm, not real big, sounds like a lot to me like the guy that went first overall in 2020 in Joe Burrow.
Once again, family, I'm just trying to let you know that Shedeur Sanders is a competitor. Shedeur Sanders is a winner. Shedeur Sanders is a football player. And he's intelligent. And I'm telling you right now, once his teammate trusts him, once that coaching staff trusts him, the Cleveland Browns and quarterback Shedeur Sanders going to take off like a jet. They're going to surprise a whole lot of teams this year. Because if you look at that entire roster, even the offensive line, you got to like the running back that they don't obtain. You got to like the tight end that they don't drafted. You like the tight end that's coming back. And they got Jerry Jeudy out there as a wide receiver. And if one or more wide receivers step up, the Cleveland Browns may just make the playoff this year. I'm just saying, family. I'm just saying. Hey, once again, you watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. Only thing I ask that you do is hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, and hit that bell notification. It'll let you know whenever I go live and drop a video. And if you'd like to continue to support the broadcast by Super Chat or by just joining the membership, anything that you do to help this broadcast to grow is highly appreciated. This broadcast is brought to you by Whitaker Building Supply. The information is up there on the screen. If you need any lumber, any sheetrock, any shingles, bricks, blocks, hammer, material, call Wayne Whitaker at Whitaker Building Supply, 770-775-2086, and ask for Wayne Whitaker. Let him know you heard Bernard Watts on Sports Talk talking about it. All right? All right. Until next time, y'all be blessed. But Shedeur Sanders threw the ball 53 times. He completed 41. 77.4 completion percentage, 9 TDs. Let me tell y'all something. Anytime you can have a quarterback that can complete almost 80% of his passes, that lets you know and me know he's an elite quarterback. I'm sorry. He's an elite quarterback. It don't matter who you throwing that ball to or against. This guy, Shedeur Sanders, my dog, our guy, almost completed 80% of his passes.